It's time to sit back, relax, and have a good time with Knee High to the Tree High. Your host, the Naked Truth, Marcus McNeil, and the Real Spill, Jonathan Pump, coming with their unique perspective on sports and life from elementary school together all the way to the NFL. You can't piss on them and tell them it's raining. Knee High to the Tree High starts now.
Let's go.
Let's go and kick this thing off, man. What's going on? What's going on, my people? Y'all know what it is, man. We checking in one time on Knee High to the Tree High, and we got our dog back in here, man. Duke the Scoop, man. You know what I'm saying?
Scoop, man. Duke the Scoops.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Casual flex finest right there, man.
Hey, why black folk always got to add them S's to everything, though? I said, got to add something. Just make our own name up. Don't even call nobody by their name.
Y'all know what it is, man. We checking in one time on Knee High to the Tree High, man. You know, and y'all don't forget, man. We gotta go ahead and plug the social one time, man. We got my boy Philip Dukes in again. You can check him out at Duke the Scoop. Then we gonna slide on over to JP, man. You can check him out at JPalmer404, Instagram. Twitter, it's all the same, you know what I'm saying? Then you can check me out, MMcNeil73 on Instagram and Marcus McNeil73 on Twitter if y'all want to see what we talking about. We always got something going on. So y'all make sure y'all plug in, check us out on social, also on Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts. Check out the websites, man. We got everything locked and loaded, man. Everything's official over here. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure. Just check us out everywhere, man.
This is man. Really good software y'all got right here. Let me tell you something, man. Like, I look clear.
Hey,
say
man.
I'm in 1080p. You got my whole name back here. Like, hey, this is some next level stuff. I want to say thank y'all for.
It's official like a referee with a whistle, man.
Nah, for sure.
Hey,
man,
this next level right here, baby. We always trying to elevate. Hey, you know what? That's the perfect way we started off. Cause we always elevating, right? So let's go ahead and start off the first segment because we gonna talk about elevation right now.
Elevation? All right, what we got?
Elevate, man. If y'all don't know, we talking about, man. We talking about Deion Sanders prime time himself, my boy.
Not Cole Prime. Not the sellout that everybody talking about.
Hold on, I am Swag now. That's who I'm talking about, baby.
Who is Swag?
That's what we talking about today, man. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all don't know, man, well, I'm pretty sure everybody done heard now because it hit the airwaves this weekend. But, you know, Deion Sanders has officially taken the coaching job at Colorado. I repeat, Deion Sanders has officially taken the coaching job at Colorado, bro. So, man, I know y'all seen that this weekend, and we all know Black Twitter was on fire. Man. We all know the social media was on fire. You know what I'm saying?
Boy. Did you see the meme with the Rancho Cucamonga, the Friday after next?
Oh, yeah.
Next Friday. As soon as I got my money, I was gone. Boy, that thing had me rolling, boy.
Don't do my boy like that, man.
Cause listen, man. They had me rolling, boy. These black folk crazy, boy.
Man, tell me what you feel about it, though, man. What y'all think about what's going on with Prime?
We're going to let the guests, man. Let me say, he ain't even the guest no more, man. We gonna let Duke the Scoops go ahead and start off, man.
Man, look, man.
How you feeling about that, bro? Like,
what else you want to do?
How that rub you, man?
Man, this is how I feel about it. Man, when did we say that, like, first of all, we let Al Sharpton ride out with all his foolishness, and we gonna jump on Deion Sanders. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah. Like, come on, man. The man at least got something on his resume that he did for Jackson State. He got a new facility, man. I saw the interview. Like, and what I don't like is we do a whole lot. Us as the people in the culture, we do a whole lot of coming, speaking, and doing all of this based on a little bit. So, there's a such thing that we like to say is called loud and wrong. And a lot of times, you know, he ain't do nothing for Jackson State. How? Oh, well, he ain't had no, all he did was get a locker room and a practice field. They was gonna do that anyway. Well, why I ain't do it then? Oh, well, hey, the revenue didn't change. Well, that ain't what the commissioner said.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he ain't even bring nobody down there to give him no money. Well, how did Pepsi and Procter & Gamble get down there? Like, I do a little research before I run my mouth, so I knew what was going on, man. He done more than 3 years for Jackson State than a lot of people been there for a long time, and that's off the field. Then you want to go on the field? Ain't nobody
been championship.
Look at him.
Back to back.
Look at him.
Yeah.
College game day.
Never.
60 minutes.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Prime on 60 minutes.
60 minutes, man.
Hey, man.
Minutos, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Hey,
no.
you know what I feel like the problem was for everybody, and I know what it was.
Right.
Is when he came in, he sold everybody on, hey, you know what? We need to take our talent to the black schools.
Right.
We need to take our talents to the HBCUs. So I don't think they necessarily looking at his career as much as what he was selling to us on what he was going to do for HBCUs. I think that got to be your only problem with it. Because if it's anything else, it can't happen. Because, like, how you going to hate on somebody for really elevating going to the next step?
Right.
So like I said, I'm torn. You know what I'm saying? Only reason I'm torn is because of that sentiment that you just made. And I think a lot of people are upset. They're saying it's not necessarily what he's doing, it's how he did it. You know what I'm saying?
How you do it,
and what was, they saying
can I get a reenactment, please?
No, I ain't got nothing for it. But they just saying like he kind of leaving the Jackson State, or at least the team as it is, high and dry.
How would he ever leave them? So basically, that's a death row.
There's never gonna be a perfect exit.
That's a death row contract. You stuck there. It's me and you. Look, you said you like me. Guess what? We here now. I done been around
this forever.
Man, come on, man. Like, look, hey, look.
So I say
it's been fun.
It's been fun.
It's been good to both of us.
See, and I'm gonna take it a step further, bro. Like at the end of the day, man, I'm not this. I'm not white, so I don't really know how they really think. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't,
bro. You know what I'm saying? I got some white in me. You know what I mean?
I only look at your eyes, so I couldn't tell. I thought you might be got Caucasian persuasion.
Real light skin. You know what I'm saying? But so I don't know exactly what they think, but I'm gonna tell you a problem with a lot of black people though, and I'm gonna put it in this regard.
Okay.
We got I ain't comparing the two, but we have a big time Jesus effect. And when I say Jesus effect, I mean we always looking for a savior. And I can't say that, you know what I'm saying? So when Deion went down there, you know what I'm saying? I think we just went on ahead and crowned him as the savior that's going to resurrect HBCUs.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm with you, JP.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying? So and that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? We always looking for just that one person, that Malcolm X, that Martin Luther King, that's just going to save everybody.
And you know why?
And I'm like,
you know what, JP?
Bro,
I
like,
agree
he ain't.
with that.
What's up?
My bad, JP. I had to jump in there because you're right. But the reason a lot of time we do that is because we don't want to do the work ourselves.
Yeah, that's true too. It's like we always sit back waiting for somebody to do it for us.
Mm-hmm. But to be honest, I think we just saw that couldn't nobody really do that type of work. You can't really do the same work Prime doing. Can't nobody else besides Prime come in there and do what he was doing. Right. So I think that like we were hanging our hope that we done really positioned ourselves to like really start bringing that tier of talent to HBCUs. Yeah. And it was exciting. You know what I'm saying? It was so exciting that they selling out stadiums. You know, but like you say, CP, like look at the revenue. You know, that's my thing. It's like he went down there 3 years. I'm talking about selling out stadiums. Ain't nobody else selling out stadiums. You know what I'm saying? He bringing a whole level of excitement as well as a winning tradition to Jackson State, who historically hasn't been that great, just to be honest.
Right.
You know what I mean? On top of that, what really killed me, because I was going back to check and see, you know, what he had did for Jackson State. The man donated half his salary.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, brother. Boy, listen. I just take it a
like
step
who
further,
else donated? So if he making $300,000, That means he gave him 150.
150.
You find me another donor from Jackson State giving 150 a year.
You know what I'm
And
saying? So
then,
my thing is, and this is another point I had made about it. I was like, bruh, he's Dion. You know how many? That's one person. But you know how many coaches, staffers that come along with a program to make it good? Bro, it's only one person there that's actually Dion. And he's probably the only person that could sustain a life without getting paid. He probably could have went down there and did it for free. Mm-hmm. What about the rest of them, though? Mm-hmm. Bro, if he making $300, can you imagine what the other folk make? I mean, some of the folk probably making $20,000, $30,000. You think they gonna survive off of that?
If that.
Hey,
so I mean, so I think it's back in his man. I mean, he made the statement several times. He said, "My assistants are severely underpaid," and when he made those statements, I was like, you know what? I get it, bro. So how can you be straight, but looking at your partner that you coaching with, you waking up talking about, yeah, I'm about to go get it, man. I'm up at 3:00 in the morning going to go watch film. How you gonna tell the next man, hey, bro, y'all need to get up at 3:00 with me, and they getting paid $20,000?
It sound different.
It ain't it, bro.
That's,
so you got
definitely a different motivation.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he had good intention, but I think once he got down there and realized, like, man, these folk really ain't about to put no more money into this thing. I'm the only one that gonna do it. I gotta help these boys out.
It's just sad though, man.
Next
like,
opportunity come.
It's sad, dog, because at the end of the day, it's like you saw people out with the pitchforks, and it was us, man. Like, and it's like,
yeah,
we don't believe in ourselves, like you said. To your point, like just to all like to be serious about it, we don't believe that nobody else can do that, because ain't nobody else tried it. I mean, but at the end of the day, like, if Dion ain't there, I don't think Eddie George goes. I don't think Eddie George gets that opportunity the same way that he got it. I don't think Hugh Jackson comes back to go to Grambling. So if we just want to keep a spade, man, you think if Hugh Jackson, I guarantee you, everything that Hugh Jackson said in his introductory presser about, how, getting back to our roots and all of that, man, if the Falcons call Hugh Jackson tomorrow and tell him not even to be a head coach, to be an offensive coordinator, he gone.
Yeah.
You don't think, okay, let me ask you this. Who ain't swag, baby? Eddie Robinson, right?
Yeah.
Alabama State head coach.
Oh, if he get offered the job, he gone too.
Jacksonville Jaguars call him. You don't think
he out of there?
Well, yeah.
He out of there. I think it's very few people that's going to stick around. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when black folks realize, like, bro, HBCUs, until they make the athletic department a priority, it's going to stay the same, man. Like, you can't, I mean, before, when Dion got there, man, listen, forget Dion, all right? I'm talking my personal experience. All three of my sisters went to Spelman.
Okay.
So I'm down there like second nature, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm looking at the facility in the dorms, bro, some of them didn't have no AC. I'm like, bro, hold on, man. Like, you think I'm even attempt to come down here to Morehouse into them schools? Like, come on, man. So like I say, until we prioritize the athletic department, there's still gonna always be that skill gonna always be shifted.
I mean, think about it. Think about it, like being around them, and just in our culture, sometimes anybody that's doing something that somebody else ain't doing, a lot of the times, if everybody like you, man, the haters gonna be the loudest. So it's like, even when you was playing, even when you was going down, there was probably some folks down there hating on the football team. Then if the football team got to go eat first in line.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they just think that that cause they play football, they could go do this and they'll do that. Like, man, all that old hating all that old that type stuff, man.
Hey, that really what it is though that gets under my skin. It's just the hating, because it's like we gotta literally learn as brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, we got to be taking care of each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be the ones building up from internally, like what we got going on. We already got enough stacked against us, so it really don't make no sense to divide the house, because we all know if you divide the house, you know what I'm saying, it's going to fall. So at this point in time, like, to hear the majority of the haters actually be black folks,
man.
Yeah. Like that's the problem right there.
it's like Deion was their savior. So it's like when he left, it's just like they lost hope. I'm like, how you lose hope? How you put that first of all, how you put that much hope in one man?
Come, man?
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like
one man.
I don't understand it, bro. Like
I said the exact same
bro,
thing.
you put that much hope in one man?
Man, I said the
one
exact
man.
same
You expected
thing.
one man to change the whole culture for 107 different HBCUs. You want one man to change that whole everything. Bro, my thing is, I say this all the time, bro. If you go to the NBA, out of the top 15, no, not even 15, top 10 NBA players, how many of them are African American? And now the number that's African American, how many of those are on max contracts right now? Meaning they probably getting paid what, 40, 50 million this year?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just 1 year.
Right.
And they've been doing it for like at least, I would say 7, 8 years. So my thing is, bro, we got enough money in the African American community to straighten up these HBCUs, but they want to put all the pressure on one man to come down there and change everything.
Come on, man. He one man.
That's crazy.
One at a time. We're gonna let Al
one man.
slide.
Bro,
it's crazy.
All right, let's switch the convo a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, the haters gonna hate. We already know that. The haters gonna hate. They always gonna be something. Somebody got to say. That's the nature of the internet. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got an opinion, so you can't really silence it. Right. So it is what it is, right? But can we shift the attention to Deion and how he handled the situation? Hey. And what I'm specifically talking about is how he handled the situation, telling Jackson State what's going on, and then also the interview y'all might have saw of him handling Colorado when he went to go tell them that he got the new head coaching job, because he was kind of funky on that one too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, see, my thing is, a lot of people just don't know. They don't do their homework before they speak. So a lot of the opinions are not factual based. Like, everybody knows. I mean, we was fortunate enough to not have to go through those kind of situations a lot while we was at Auburn. I mean, we had coordinators come in and out, you know what I'm saying? But as far as head coaches, no. But they don't understand, like, when a coach has made a decision to leave, that he's under obligations for both schools, really. He really just got to finish out what he need to finish out, but he looking forward to his next job. He got to go out there and handle that, right? So, I mean, I don't know if they wanted him to give a parade or some type of, I don't know, shenanigans on his exit plan. I don't know what they wanted, you know what I'm saying? But, bro, he came in, and my thing is, I would appreciate somebody giving it to me straight.
Like that,
like
to
bro,
sit you down, and say,
I'm going.
What it is.
Bro,
he literally said, it is what it is.
Think about what Petrino did. Petrino with the Falcons was like, yeah, we good. And then the next day, that man got a Arkansas hat on talking about pig suet. Like, I don't know, that it happens all the time in football. That's what people don't realize. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. So I appreciate him actually sitting down with the team saying, hey, look, man, this is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can be mad. I think they're just more upset or like hurt, put it like that. But like, bro, he gone. Yeah. I'm like, bro, he gone, man. I had no problem with it, man, because I see it all the time. I see coaches do it way shiestier than that. Like, they just leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I done seen them get up in the middle of the night, pack up and go. Like, you know what I'm saying?
On the plane, you know what I'm saying? Going somewhere else, checking them out. I'm like, dang, Cole.
Yeah. What about with Colorado though? When he pulled up
Colorado, I expected. I mean, I didn't know how it was gonna go, but now that I'm thinking about it, I couldn't expect nothing different, because you going into a team. Obviously, the whole culture is bad. They won because I really didn't realize they were that bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, okay, D1 Colorado. I don't pay attention to that ball out there that much. So I'm like, they probably 5, 6, 7 win team. But them boys won one game, and all of them, the losses was by like 30-something points. But it's really no sugarcoating that. Like he got to tell them, look, bro, y'all, we might have some players on the team, but looking at this record, all y'all can really go. That's just being real. I can go out there. If we win 2 games, we did better than we did this year.
Right.
So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I have no problem. You know, Deion gonna have his little swag the way he tell people stuff, but I have zero problem with nothing he said, bro. Yeah, I mean, coaches gonna bring their coaches. Coaches gonna now that the transfer portal is open, coaches gonna bring their players. It is what it is. This is what college football is now, man. So if you don't like it, bro, you just either dip or stay there and compete. One of the two.
They're gonna find you.
Yeah.
Don't cry about it though. That's what I look at it. Don't cry. Don't cry about it.
Yeah.
What did he say? I'm coming. I'm coming.
Oh my God. He man, Deion do be sounding like a preacher sometimes. Like
Yeah.
he do.
I'm
man.
coming.
He be looking like a preacher sometimes. He got that suit
coming.
on, he start walking.
Man, let me tell you
That
something.
man said I'm
That's
coming.
all
Bro. Hey, but
right.
hey, them boys were nervous though.
I know I respect Deion because he could go right now, go find an old stadium and say he finna start preaching, and folks will go in there and empty out their bank accounts for Deion Sanders. 1,000%
Yeah.
sure. If he just was not a good person, he'll go preach right now, knowing he ain't ready. And maybe he is ready to preach. I don't know, but man, if he was just trying to make a money grab, bro, listen. You don't think Deion Sanders is going there and preach and get all them? They be getting all these old women with these old house phone scams. You don't think Deion Sanders could be a sneaky person to just be like, you know what, I'm gonna be a bad person. I'm gonna try to get folks for their bread. Nah,
I think
man.
what is $5 million to Deion though?
Man, what's
Bro?
$5 million? Tell him. Man.
I'm like, bro, y'all acting like $5 million. It's just like the us. You know what I'm saying? But Deion, bro, he done seen that. He probably, you seen the boy back, the video he had back in the day? It must be the money. It must be the money. Like, bro, $5 million to him is nothing, man. So I don't understand why people making it seem like it was a money grab. Like, brother, that's nothing to him, man.
They say he got to make room. He got bags, and his bags Louis.
So, hey, if I was one of them quarterbacks, I probably would have immediately went on ahead and went in that transfer portal. Yeah, they did.
Josh McCown, little boy.
I don't blame him, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to say, okay, I want to be tutored and mentored by the great Deion, but it's also another thing to say I actually want to play, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's a tough decision, hey, but you got to live with it.
All in all, you know, looking at the way the game is set up right now in college football, I don't really think it's that much pressure on people. You know, like, it's not like back in the day when you signed that scholarship, you can't go nowhere.
Man.
You got a portal.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? So
man.
we call it free agency now.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even call it portal. We call it free agency.
With NIL? Come on, man.
So the kids at Jackson State, he already said he coming with them. So we see his son with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know he gonna bring some players and some coaches. So the same way they coming.
Yeah, I mean, so that's a no-brainer. Like, all the positions are gone.
The same way they coming. The same way Deion say they coming.
Y'all can leave.
Y'all can leave. Y'all get to go.
Same
Just
way.
like that. You know, so it ain't putting them, like, I know it was probably tough to hear him talking like that, but that's the thing I like about Deion. He really just keeping it real. He keeping it 1,000 with y'all.
And the thing is, he's not saying that he's not going to be fair. Basically, put it like he's not going to care about you as a person. He's just telling you that these is A and B. You got these choices. Which one you going to choose?
What you going to do?
I mean, man, if you a dog, like, man, look, you're not finna come tell me I can't play. You're going to have to show me. If you show me I can't play, okay, cool. All right, but outside of that, bro, I'm not finna be scared because if I know I'm like that,
bro,
anybody who
Jackson,
know they like
Jackson
that,
State,
bro, you not
like,
finna
first
bring
of all,
nobody.
I'm not gonna be like, I'm at a D1 school. I'm not saying that Jackson State have D1 players, but just the mindset, like, bro, I'm automatically assume I'm better than whoever.
Right.
Like, he ain't seen me play, so he gonna see me play. It is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel like the mentality should be for the majority of guys who really like that, and anybody who's if they shook up by that,
generation, we're in a different generation now, so them cats they want their ears scratched and tickled and all that.
I'm gonna tell you like this. To be honest, when you look at the room and Deion talking to Colorado, bro, they didn't really look. They looked shook.
They
was
spooked, bro.
They didn't look like, oh my God, like we got Deion. Like
you had to
the
do
players in there look like, oh my God, like what's about to happen.
You had to actually have the audacity to ask what the offseason gonna look like. Bro, he already scared. If you ask him about the offseason already, you scared, bro.
Yeah, like
you scared.
And then too, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the moment big, you got somebody large in their life, you know, they're in Colorado, ain't nobody been studying them. But you know some guys out there who done been around some guys, they done played with some guys, they know how it look, they know what's going on. And then some of them know that I'm stealing money. It's players on that team that probably know it ain't nowhere else in the Pac-12 I can start.
Yep.
Like, so at the end of the day, but I can, I can still, and y'all know players that, you know what I'm saying, they may not have been that good, but, they'll be like, hey, man, they
on scholarship.
Yeah, they on scholarship.
They just there, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
they just there.
I'll take a free education. Yeah.
Man.
So.
Hey, why not?
There,
nah, for sure. But I think.
At the end of the day, if you got a program that's 1-11, and been that way kind of for the last, I don't know how long, you can't really sugarcoat with them. You know there's a whole shaking that has to happen. Like, you can't even just come in and say, well, we're just going to replace 2 or 3 people. Like, bro, you really got to start from scratch.
You got to shake it up.
Yeah. Nah, he going to do that. He going to be able to recruit out there,
The whole culture is bad there, bro. It's a losing culture, bro.
Yeah. He can go straight in the
let's see what Prime going to do, man.
Yeah, man. He can recruit.
Hey, man, y'all stall Prime out, man.
Y'all start, hey, somebody gonna have to do something because ain't USC them leaving up out the Pac-12 in a second anyway. So, hey, Deion gonna have to shake something up because he ain't gonna be wanting to stay around there when ain't no talent coming in the division. He gonna be trying to step up again, But I will say that's the one reason. That's the one reason I ain't really want Deion at Auburn. I'm just being one thigh wild because
they were gonna jump on the head.
He finna go.
No. I knew that if he came down there, it wasn't a long-term fix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he would have. It could have been 2, maybe 3 years. Maybe he come in, win the SEC championship. Now somebody else on his horn. I'm not surprised that Deion left, and now we're gonna put me in the same situation as Lane Kiffin. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of glad we ain't have to really go around that merry-go-round.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true.
Yeah. With it, man. Let's slide on to, championship weekend real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? We had a few good games this weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? We
but the chokers, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, choker, man. I mean, we start off with the SEC champion. Now, you know what? Let's start off with the chokers first. We'll say
bro.
The best
they had
for
one job to do, bro.
We'll say the best for last, man. And if y'all don't, TCU blew it against Kansas
USC,
State.
all of them
USC,
they had it right in their hands.
Utah.
They had it right in their hands. And what they say, we let them off the hook.
Let them off the hook.
Yeah. Both of them. Well, now USC ain't let Utah off the hook. USC just got their head jumped off.
They did. But I'm just saying, they was in the playoffs. If they won that game, they in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They in the playoffs,
They in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Say TCU. Yeah. Now, what y'all think about this whole TCU losing and still getting in the playoffs?
Nah, they had to clean it up because they let the SEC do it so many times. You know, them folks be having it like.
I
mean, who would you put in there?
But a team ain't never lost the SEC championship and made it to the playoffs.
Yeah. Who would you have put in there?
I mean, you know me. I'm going with the best competition.
Yeah,
so I would have just kept it. I'd have kept Bama, Ohio State in there.
Yeah.
Like, I know nobody don't want to. All the other conferences gonna feel, slighted, but it's like, bro, at the end of the day, if you want the best competition in the Final Four, those 4 teams would have been the best competition.
Yeah, Bama, Ohio State.
So you got Georgia, Bama, Ohio State,
Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, and then Bama.
Ship TCU out.
TCU should have been. Once they lost that game, out of there, bro.
We gonna see.
My thing is they lost to a team that was 9-3 in the championship. Yeah. So it wasn't like they lost to undefeated team as well, or you know what I'm saying, even a one-loss team. They lost to a 9-3 team that wasn't.
But Georgia, but Ohio State still snuck in there, right?
They snuck in. Yeah, Ohio State snuck in. They snuck
Ohio
in.
State in. Yeah,
They
number
did. They
4.
just kept
played
TCU.
Georgia first.
All they did was take USC out and put Ohio State in.
So if TCU, who would you put in for TCU?
Bama.
That's basically the argument.
I would have shifted everybody up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Ohio State still would have stayed above Bama. They would have been number 3, and then Bama would have been number 4.
So you'd have had Georgia, Bama.
Georgia would have had to play Bama, and then
Michigan,
we would have had
Ohio
another
State.
Michigan Ohio State game.
That's the only matchup I don't like though. That Michigan Ohio State. So it wouldn't have been. It'd have been like you'd have been watching the game like Michigan would have whooped them again. You'd have been like, "You see, we should have put TCU."
But see, that's the thing. Those two teams, their fan base, it don't even matter what everybody else think.
Right.
They would have been that game would still reach all kind of numbers just off their fan base alone.
Right.
Not the numbers, P. It's the game, my boy.
Right.
What about the game, man?
You can't tell me the game. You know how hard it is to beat
come on,
twice?
you can't sell out no
That's
game.
quick.
You can't sit here and sell out no game just because of the seats, man. We trying to see the best game, my boy.
So you think
we just
Texas,
watched.
So you think
we just
TCU would
watched
have been a better
Michigan.
game?
I would have rather see that than Michigan just beat up on Ohio State not even a week ago, bro. Like, why do I want to see that again?
If you don't want to see that, then put Bama ahead on it and put them in number 4.
But now you doing too much. Now you just finagling too much. You just doing. You got too much going on, bro.
What I'm saying is, to me, it's hard to be
You
the team, right?
To you,
So
you Alabama fan.
No. I don't want to see TCU. Georgia playing TCU. This probably gonna be just how they beat LSU. It's probably gonna be worse.
Georgia play Ohio State.
Yeah,
You're right. I'm sorry. Michigan and TCU.
Yeah, TCU
It's gonna be.
win, you change your mind.
I ain't gonna have no choice but to say all right. But I mean, what they say?
TCU.
What they say? The sun shine on everybody one day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
TCU got a shot,
though,
no, bro. TCU.
I don't. It's not that I don't like them. I don't think they deserve to be.
Why? What you don't like about
in the
them?
top
You
4
don't respect that Big 12.
just because of their Big 12. The schedule is not even worth it. You know what I mean? Like if you lose in there, unless it's early, you lose late. I don't think you should be in the playoffs.
You watched the game?
Yep.
What you think about the quarterback, TCU?
I think he got some heart, but honestly, in the whole game I saw, all he did was just throw the ball up to the receiver the whole game. Like it wasn't, and then he ran. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like he was just the team. It wasn't like it was. It wasn't impressive.
Would you not say that it's an entertaining brand of football?
Ohio State, Bama.
See, I'm just saying. See,
competition wise, that ain't something I'm
Heisman
race. Hey, P need to be on the playoff committee because he like the medal too much. You know what I'm saying? He don't like to just go with what it is. He like to put his opinion on it and be like, no, you know what I feel like.
I always do the eye test.
You probably the same type that put Tennessee in front of Georgia at one point of the year when Georgia's still undefeated. I don't understand that. So like to me, I think it should just get back to the basics, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's just so far out there to where it's like maybe some team like Eastern Carolina end up running undefeated, then I can understand you looking like maybe they probably not ready. But when it comes to some of them schools that play in the Big 12, you know what I'm saying, SEC, any of the big conferences, if you got a record, bro, that's better than another conference record, I think they should put you in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. If you lose your conference championship game,
bro, that's the champion. You in the championship game, P.
But you didn't win the game, so you're not.
Alabama didn't even go to the championship game, P. And they got 2 losses. And you still want to put Nick Saban in there?
We talking about the SEC.
Come on, you done drunk the Kool-Aid, man.
No, we talking about that. So you telling me that? So. You talking from an analytics standpoint. We talking from eye test. You think TCU better than Alabama?
I think no.
No, no. Do you think TCU is better than Alabama?
Bro, I think Alabama got more 4-star and 5-star recruits.
Do you think they better than Alabama? That's all I'm asking, bro.
I think the TCU can beat Alabama.
Boy,
I think even any given Saturday When you line up,
no, we talking
you can end up losing.
We talking about playing field, everything even. You line mano a mano. You think Bama is better than TCU?
Bruh, I don't know. I've never seen them play. Let me just say I don't know. You gonna keep on asking me? I don't know.
Bro. You just don't want to answer.
I don't know, bruh. What are you talking about? Bama lost 2 games, bro. They lost to LSU and Tennessee
by less than a touchdown.
They still lost 2 games though, P.
By less than a touchdown.
What was LSU? What was LSU record?
By less than a touchdown, bro.
LSU 9-3. You just told me that you didn't want who to be in TCU because they lost to a 9-3 Kansas State, but you gonna let Alabama in and lost to a 9-3 LSU or 9 and whatever LSU. You being bad, bro. You not being fair.
At the time,
come on.
LSU, at that time, LSU hadn't lost to Texas A&M. They hadn't lost to Georgia. They only had one loss.
Bro, they got 3 now.
Or maybe 2.
Yeah, they should have 4.
They got the same.
They should have 4 because we should have beat them.
Exactly, bro.
Bro, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You coming from the broadcaster side.
No, they ain't the broad. That's the exit. That's the broadcaster side, bro.
But you won't answer the question about the eye test. You know good and well Bama is better than Texas and TCU. You know that. You don't even want to just answer the question. Just say they better.
Answer me. Guess what? I watched one more game of Alabama than I did TCU. And guess why? Because I watched the Auburn-Alabama game. Other than that, I ain't watch Alabama play except for the highlights. I don't go around sneaking watching Alabama games at the 3 o'clock CBS game.
You ain't.
I don't go. I wonder why I can't get you at 3 o'clock.
You ain't in the South no more either. You out there in the West. So all they playing. That's why he got that bias, CP, because he out there in the West Coast. So they play a little bit more Big 12 games out there. So he done seen. He done seen the Pac-12 and the Big 12 out there play a little bit more. That's why. You know what I'm saying? He ain't in the South no more, girl.
It's all good.
He in California.
That's funny.
Can we talk? Can we go to the Georgia game though, real quick? Let's talk about the Georgia LSU game.
That's what I'm saying. Now it's almost a cakewalk. I mean, the only team that I can see possibly giving Georgia some fits because of matchup problems and schemes is Ohio State. But once they get past Ohio State, man, the game. Georgia, you might well go ahead and get in the ring, bro.
You don't think Michigan handled Georgia?
They play just like Georgia, and Georgia better at it.
True. That's true statement.
Line up and bully them.
Yeah, I mean, they play just like Georgia, bro. Like, you can't play like Georgia and beat Georgia.
Can we talk about that D tackle from Georgia, though, bro?
We won. Oh, you want to talk about when he scoot the quarterback up?
Come on, bro. How you just gonna walk around with that man like that? Like you got the passenger truck belt on.
Like
you put him on his shoulder like he was a passenger truck belt or something. Like,
he little boy.
Don't put this up here right now, bro.
I mean, I think LSU won. It was they hit a little streak, man. But I just knew they just won. They ain't ready, man.
And they front seven real good. They offensive line. They got more 5 stars than probably the next 2 teams combined. Like, sure.
Yeah.
Like, it's.
Sure, they got a freshman out there, little tackle boy. I think he went a lot on him. Yeah, he went a lot on him, boy.
Time. Okay.
Okay. He them 59.
He been a.
What is it? Second year?
Broderick Jones, right?
He ain't been there that long.
Yeah, he been there like a year or 2.
But he young in the mall though. That's what like that.
Now they got.
He
Broderick Jones, he goes to lead this year. This year 3 for him.
It is?
Yeah, this year 3. He ain't been playing like that, but yeah.
Right.
Now he a real live East Side, you name it, signing, throw my party in strokers, one of them kind.
Yeah.
He one of them. Yeah.
Real
Georgia,
East Side player.
Listen, man. Georgia, they done figured it out, man. Kirby can't be mad at it, bro.
Bro, I don't know how you can't figure it out when your quarterback 38. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
right. He is a vet in the game. He's 38 and a vet in the game.
I mean, my boy is a vet in the game, my boy. You know, all jokes aside, you could tell how his swagger is, and then on top of that, you put them 2 tight ends they got in the game, bro. Like, that's the cheat code right there.
So many tight ends, bro. They got him. So they got Brock Bowers, Then they got Darnell Washington, the real big one, who really like a fast offensive tackle, to be honest.
Yeah, about 6'8" out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like Pope out there, boy.
Man, that's what he look. He look
exactly.
like Pope. Then you
Yeah.
got Arik Gilbert, probably the highest rated tight end in the history. He just got a few problems, like, but if he ever get all the way right, bro, I ain't never seen nobody that big and that athletic. He probably need to play DN. Like, he's just a big freak of nature. Then you still got the boy from last year, the number one. Let me tell you how loaded they are. They got they got all of them. They got the number one tight end coming this year, right? They got the number one tight end coming for 2024. Already committed. And the folks so loaded, they had their tight end so early, man. The tight end for Langston Hughes' dad is Odell Thurman. They ain't even offer him. And he going to Ohio State. He didn't get a Georgia offer.
Dang, bro. I did not know that was Odell's son, though.
Odell.
Oh, so he come from good stock.
But you know who his mama is?
No.
Kara Braxton. The center.
The track?
No, basketball.
Oh,
The
no,
6'6"
basketball.
center that played for the New York Liberty for 10 years and all
Dang,
that.
so she's 6'6". Odell ain't but about 6'1", ain't
Yeah, but so he get the one. it worked
that
out.
boy climbed that tree, didn't he? He climbed that tree, didn't he?
What'd you say, CP?
That boy climbed that tree, boy.
Nigga said, look.
Boy,
Get
climb
up
that
there,
tree.
boy. Hey, boy, I'm trying to tell you,
Yeah,
boy.
Georgia loaded. They but see, I mean, I know recruiting has a lot to do with it, but ultimately it's the winning, bro. You start winning, people want to come to your school because people just want to be a part of it, man.
Man, it's some of that, but it's still that recruiting, dog. Because at the end of the day, man, Auburn won the national championship and fell apart the next year. All the way.
Yeah, it was over with. Next year.
And then the next year you go to the national. Next year you go to the national championship. Same thing. Not the next year, but the next time you went, 2013, 14.
Yeah.
All that was going on.
Yeah. Georgia hitting like Tony Montana. I'm reloaded. You know what I'm saying? Every year, boy, they reloaded, man.
I got one.
Come on, bro.
I got a kid I mentor out there,
doing
man. He play a lot. I know he was having some issues. He was thinking about transferring. He was like, man, I don't even want to mention transferring because they got these other two. Man, at his position, man, they go 4 deep with 5 stars. 4. There's 4 of them at 5-star. At one position, all of them were 5 stars.
Is that Georgia?
Georgia. He starting.
Basically, what you're saying is Georgia gonna be on top. Georgia should be on top for a while.
4 on, dog. 4 of them.
Bro, they gonna be there. You know what killed me? I actually talked to Leonard Post, talked to him that weekend, man, and he actually told me that Brock Bauer was still a sophomore.
He's a sophomore. He can't even come out. So they loaded, baby. Like, it don't matter. Like, you just.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, maybe Hugh Freeze can get in there and say the right thing.
Hugh Freeze, man.
Hey, Hugh Freeze. Who?
Hey, real quick, CP, man. What's your thoughts on Hugh Freeze, real quick?
Man, Hugh Freeze cool, dog. Like, all right, so we can talk on this one, man. I ain't got no problem with Hugh Freeze, man. You know why? Because everybody make mistakes. Look, the man, he you know, back in his day, he liked to, you know, get some no strings attached fun. That's what I took out of it. Like, you know, they said, all right, at least he wasn't trying to have no whole girlfriend. And then that man like, look, I just need to call somebody right quick, get this thing done, and then I can go back to coaching. So maybe you don't supposed to do that on the coach's phone, but hey, look, it's all water under the bridge now.
Yeah.
You know, he done came back from it. They say he's a good recruiter. He took Malik Willis and turned him to an NFL player. If Malik Willis would have stayed on that same staff and down there, he'd have been probably a GA analyst right now. So at the end of the day, I like Hugh Freeze. He got swag to, you know, he got the head coach's swag, so to speak, where it's like you can go in a household and from the south side of Atlanta to the south side of Eufaula, and you're going to be straight. Hey, I like the hire, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I didn't like about it. I like the fact that Cadillac signed off on it, that he decided to stay because he was in consideration for some head coaching jobs. So, yeah, I like the hire, man. I think it'll be good. I think I think he like Gus. I think he like Gus Malzahn with a little more swag and a little more killer instinct. I think that's what Gus was missing anyway.
I think if you can do it at Ole Miss, you damn sure can do it all.
Well, I told you how he was getting it done at Ole Miss. I told you how he was getting it done at Ole Miss. Do I need to do it again?
No, don't kill him, Pete.
Hey, baby
don't
girl.
Kill him.
It's your boy. It's your boy. You know what I'm saying? You know.
It's your boy.
It's your boy. You know. I ain't even got to say nothing else. See the weekend.
Hey, CP say he got the swag, bro. He already got the swag, man.
We gonna see, bro. Listen, I told you, I'm gonna give him a shot. The only reason I'm giving him a shot because I ain't got no other choice, right? But I'm gonna give him a shot. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro.
Hard,
I mean,
the boy said, I'm gonna give him a shot because I ain't got no other choice. Boy, you hard.
I ain't got no other choice, bro. Listen, I ain't signing the man checks, bro. This is who they hired. I gotta give him a shot. I had to give him a shot. Hey, listen. If I gave Harsin a shot, I gotta give Hugh Freeze a shot.
You ain't give Harsin no shot, P. You told me after you came home, hey, you came home
That's the second year.
You came home so deflated. I spoke to P after he went to a practice. He was like, bro, that ain't it. That was the first thing he said on the phone, bro. He said, bro, that ain't it right there. I was like, bro, come on.
Like, but that was this year. That was his second year, though, bro. But the first year I gave him a shot, though. You forget they came out and won first game against Penn State. I gave them a shot now.
They did what?
That one last year?
When
they came out and won first game against Penn State?
They lost that one, buddy.
Oh, Penn State done beat us twice in a row.
Dang.
Walking your trap, take over your trap.
Oh, no, that was with Gus, huh? Hold on now.
Nah, yeah, we lost Gus, twice to Penn State.
I'm talking when Bo Nix threw the pass to
Oregon.
Oregon, my boy.
Oregon, you right.
That was the opening game in Oregon.
Good, but them perk 10 had me like that too.
Hey
man, y'all see, P still fresh off surgery, man. You know what I'm saying? He still getting it like together, man. He still getting it together, man. Hey,
man.
You ain't supposed to drink with the perks, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna end up.
I ain't got nothing on it, bro. I ain't got nothing on it, man. With the percolator?
Oh my god!
I know y'all heard that song for the percolator.
It's time for the percolator.
Yeah.
I still don't know how to do the percolator. I just know
have no clue how to do it.
Whenever it come on, my shoulders just start moving like this. So.
Time for it.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all just finished watching the Knee High to the Tree High podcast. We hope you all enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Tell us your thoughts. We out.